All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's up, guys? It's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and in today's video we're going to go over a quick little tip that we've actually had quite a few questions on this season, and that's how to use two controllers in MUT practice mode. Now, in addition to that, we're also going to explain why it's important, and if you have two controllers, why you should be using them both each time you do load into practice. Okay, and that's in regards to MUT, regs, CFM, it does not matter. You should really be using two controllers if you have the ability. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to practice mode here in Ultimate Team, and you see this first screen here, we don't really have a pick a side area. Okay, so at this screen we want to only have one of our controllers turned on. Okay, that's very important. We're going to push A to start practice mode, and once we get into practice mode, the first thing that we want to do once we're here is we're going to push start, and then we're going to go to options and controller select. Okay, from here, the screen right here is where we want to turn on our second controller for the first time. Okay, if we back out, and we would have turned it on a little bit early, so if I turn it on right now and now I go to controller select, you can see that the controller pops up here, but I can't go side to side at all. It won't let me go anywhere. So what you need to do is, again, you need to make sure that your second controller is off until you get into the controller select screen, and now we can turn that second controller on, and now it allows us to go to either side with that controller. Okay, now why is this important, and why should you be using two controllers? And honestly, simply, it's because we need to make sure we can set up exactly what we're trying to attack, right? Practice mode is used to go after the things that you're struggling against, right? So the first play here, you do want to make, or just throw the ball away, because you do need to run one play before both controllers will activate. But in practice mode, you need to know exactly what you're going against, and you don't want the computer just randomly calling hike. You don't want the computer just have to use their stock route combinations. We want to be able to set up route combinations. We want to be able to set up defenses to make sure that we're going against the proper things, to make sure we're practicing the things we need to be practicing. Okay, so for example, if we're trying to stop the corner, the flood concept out of bunch, we'll come out in bunch. And if we'll come out in just a play like Z spot, okay? So we'll come out in Z spot, and we'll use a trick that we talked about on how we can Mabel each side. We want to put our flats on 25, curl flats on 5, and then we want our auto alignment to base. Now from here, we really just want to pick a cover 4 drop style defense. And when we come out in the play, if you look at the play art on the offense, if we didn't have both controllers turned on, this is the exact play the offense will run time and time again. But the problem with that is we need to set up a specific route combination, so you need the one controller on offense to set that up, and then we want to be able to set up the defense with the other controller. Okay, so what we'll do here is if we streak B to the right, this is the concept we're trying to stop here. Okay, this streak, corner, and flat route. All right, so what we're going to do here with our defense is we're going to press, we're going to back off the outside corner, put him in a cloud flat, and then we're going to put the safety on that side in a deep zone. Okay, from there, what you're going to see is that right side is going to do a really great job of stopping the streak, the corner, and the flat route, because we have that Mabel coverage with that safety over the top. Okay, so if they call hike, you're going to see that they're not going to be able to throw it to any of these routes, and if they try, you're going to see that our guy is right there to make a play on it. Okay, so if we go back to the replay real quick, you can see that to the right side of the screen here, we have this 5-yard curl flat who's going to help take away the flat route to the tight end. Our 20-yard backed off cloud flat does a really good job of being right in the way of this corner route. And then our safety is over the top for the streak. Okay, so you can see here this 3-man combination, and even this yellow zone is going to help out right over the middle as well if they would try to throw a quick seam. So these 4 defenders over here are really playing kind of like a box coverage, what you would see typically in palms or quarters, something like that, which is not in the game right now, unfortunately. But this is a really nice setup to stop these style of concepts out of bunch. And again, we would not be able to set this up appropriately on both sides of the ball if we don't have both of those controllers on. So again, when you are in practice mode, just make sure that you are using two controllers so you're able to control the offense and the defense to make sure you're setting up both sides of the ball appropriately.